Okay, everybody, welcome to our team call on what day, September 3rd. Wow. Okay. First of all, August was interesting. Everybody was going back to school. Okay, I got family in the kitchen, so if there's noise coming this way, I apologize. We had everybody going back to school. We had people coming off of vacations. It was wild, and you know, it's a slower month for those that are new. August is typically a pretty slow month because you had like Leo. Hey man, I'm sorry. Let's do I'll do the dishes later. See, I'll do them later. So August is typically a slow month because people are busy. They're coming off vacations. They're going back to school, and we had April, May, June, July, that were really great months because people are like wanting to be in the outside weather and they want to do their beaches and vacations. Okay, so what's getting ready to happen is we're getting ready to go into some really great months. We're getting ready to hit November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and on. Now I don't want to make time go too fast, but we're going to have some really awesome months. So if you're a new coach coming in, this is a really good time to be involved. Now September can be iffy, but that doesn't mean there's not 3 people to help. That doesn't mean there's not 5 people that we can help, because may I tell you what, they're out there and everyone matters, and that's our slogan. And Beachbody this year is everyone matters, one person. And it is true. There's so many people to help, and so many people that just need guidance and support. And you know, we're there to do it. We have an awesome product. We have awesome nutrition, and you know, we've got a system that really works that people see results from. So you know, be confident again in September, and you're going to have a great month too. Again, some y'all just blew me away. Totally proud of you. Everybody who worked really hard for our team, for the team, and for your teams, and for the people you're helping. So rock on. All right. Okay, so the specials this month are PIO is the big one. Now, if you've never done PIO, if you have Beachbody on demand and you have it, I would go do the PIO workout. That's the sample. It is called, I think it's Sweat, and it is very good. It is a great program, and what I suggest you guys do, since it's a special, is that you do the program that's on Sneak Peek on the Beachbody On Demand, and you record yourself doing it or take pictures, and then talk about how you like PIO or what you felt about it, you know, because that's a really good way to get it out there on your social media. But PIO is also in Spanish, and I did not know that. I think this might be new. Now, I don't know. Where I'm from, we have a large Hispanic population, so, you know, this could be a really big thing. But PIO Challenge Pack is regularly $160. It's $140. The 3-day refresh in Shakeology, that's a really great one to do too, because it's 3 days. You know, you can promote that. You can say, hey, we're going to do this with a clean eating group, and it's $140 as well, regularly $160. And the PIO Kickstart Challenge Pack with Shakeology includes a 3-day refresh, and that's a really popular one. That's a fantastic way to get somebody started on their journey, because they're going to go ahead and do 3 days of getting the clean eating in and losing a lot of bloat and just losing a couple pounds really. And that's usually $205 and it's $180. So that's a super deal. People like those prices. You know, people can do $140 and they like $180 and they like those even prices. So it's a great month. PIO is super popular. People love it. It's low impact, great for athletes and runners. Super, super program for training for like a marathon or a, half marathon, or if you just need low impact work for your own self. I'm sorry, that light's shining behind me. It's driving me crazy. So, and it's super effective. So try it out on Beachbody On Demand. Let's see. So I want to go over those with you guys. We have a new Coach Basics starting up. So for the new coaches, this is going to be great. This new program is called Coach Basics 2.0. and they've kind of just revamped it, made it 30 days instead of 60. It used to be pretty long, it's hard to hang on that long and get into it because there's so much you need to be doing on your, with your business and in your on your pages. And so in 30 days, we're going to get you to that, and then also try to help you achieve Emerald in that 30 days as well. But Anita is my upline sponsor coach, and we all are a part of what's called the Inspire Empire. And Anita is a 15-star diamond Beachbody coach, all-star. She's going to be in an elite. She's going to probably be in the Millionaires Club in the next soon. And it's been fantastic to watch her journey. So I've been watching her for almost 2 years. But we're part of the Inspire Empire, and then we're also part of a group called the Platinum Legacy. I'm talking about this for new coaches as well, like Veronica's on here. And our upline, you'll hear the names, are Janelle Summers and Christine Dwyer. So they are, we're in one of the largest networks in Beachbody. So it's a pretty good team of girl bosses and guy bosses. Now, not to fit the guys. We got lots of them, so it's pretty great. So this new Coach Basics is going to rock. Anita's running one, and she's letting everybody come in. But it's my, this is my opinion. I can't stop you from going and checking out Anita's training because she rocks. It's going to be the same training that we're going to use. But, you can get lost in a lot of the coaches. It's a big group. I really just would love for you guys maybe to come into ours. It's going to be smaller, more intimate. Don't try to do both. If you are a new coach, or if your coach just wants a little, if you're struggling and you want to get revamped and you want to get re-energized, I suggest you definitely take part in the Coach Basics. So that'll be kicking off next week. I'm probably going to start it day after Labor Day, so that Tuesday, because that's a good time for y'all that are new coaches as well, because we want to hit September running, okay? So Coach Basics coming up. Those are the points I wanted to kind of make with that. All right. Since we do have new coaches, and this is always a good topic to talk about because it's really, really important to our business. Okay, and I know that I've talked about it before, and I don't want to. This is just a review, but it's super, super important, and it's posting. It's posting on our social media, whatever social media it is you choose. Primarily, Facebook is the way we build our business because it's a social network. Beachbody is a social marketing company. It's a network marketing company. Networking is when you work with people. So, posting on your personal page is so super important. Now, as a new coach, I don't expect you guys to go out there and be like, la, 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 Beachbody all the time. Look, it's not about promoting the products and sending your link out there and, putting a program up, with your picture. Yes, there's times for you in the program. There's times for you in your Shakeology, of course, because you want to be a product of the product. You need to show that. But it's also about, and we talked about this 2 calls ago, knowing your story, knowing who you are, thinking about what do you love to do? What are your interests? What does Veronica do in a day? What drives you? What are your passions and dreams? So you can write all those things down, and you can kind of make a little things I love, things I enjoy doing, my hobbies, my interests. And then those can be posts that you create from your resume, kind of your own little resume, I guess. You know what I mean? About you. Because I don't want you guys to go in there and just all of a sudden posting, Beachbody all day long. People will follow you because of you. People will follow you because you inspire them. Every one of us has a group that we're inspired by and that we inspire. So what I want people to know about is you. And I want people to know, your dreams and your interests and your hobbies, because that's going to draw them to you. And then you'll put in about your challenge group. And then you'll put in a why you love Shakeology and what it's doing for your life. But this is always about your journey as a person. This isn't just about, links or, my daily transformation post every day. There's times for those things. So what I'd really love for you guys to do is do, your bullet points, my interests, my hobbies, what drives me, my story. This is an ongoing thing, and we will talk more about it in Coach Basics. But I want your page to be a storefront of you in your life, and that is a beautiful thing to see. And that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit tonight, because I'm going to go back in time kind of with my story. I don't want you guys to follow me because, and I do want you to follow me, but I mean, I'm friends with a lot of you. We're close. We, went through life together and a lot of things. And you can look at my feed and you know me. But the person that I met online was my coach, Anita. And I want to show you a little bit about why I followed Anita. Now, initially we met, I guess she was expanding her network. I don't know. We'll talk about doing that. But I bought cloth diapers from her on a cloth diaper website. And that's a story I tell all the time, and you probably know it. But she has a girl, and I have a boy, and I bought diaper covers from her. Luckily, they were unisex enough that it made sense, because I would never have met her otherwise. So I started following her on Facebook because we became friends, and she'd pop up in my feed every now and then, but not much. But one time I saw a picture of her, so I went to look at her pictures a little more, and then I got interested in her, because what would I do at night? I'd sit with my computer on my lap and watch TV, scroll and scroll and scroll. That's what I used to do, right? So I met Anita, and I'm going to screen share here. And hopefully it makes sense when the pictures I'm popping up. And I'm going to go back in time, and I'm going to kind of show you she's been a coach for 3 years now. I'm going to show you kind of what I was seeing from her over time and what drew me in finally. And then I want you guys to kind of think about your own personal stories and what people how you were drawn in as coach, and then how you might do the same for other people. So I'm going to screen share, and I hope it makes sense, guys. So hold on. I'm going to, I'm trying to figure out how this works, and I'm so sorry. Let me see. I've got a lot of stuff on my, okay. Can you guys see me? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. I got a lot of screen share. I got a lot of stuff down here, but I want to show you some pictures, and you tell me if you can see this, okay? First of all, I started watching Anita, and these are the things that would pop up that caught my eye, and I went back and I looked, because I was like, what was it? What was Anita posting at the time? Okay, here's some things. Can you see that? Thumbs up. There's Anita. This is in 2013. Okay, she wasn't a coach. She became a coach probably 10 months earlier. And here's her posting 10 months out. Now, I didn't go back all the way, and you can go to Anita Myron's page, and I want you to follow her if you're not. And you can scroll down to 2013 and 12, and you can see what she was posting. And I share this with you because she knows what. She started this, and she said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show my journey. And now look at her now. She is a top 6 coach in the whole company. Okay. So this one I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's pretty, well, okay. She's working out with her kids right there. And there's her husband sleeping right there. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Don't let your kids be an excuse. Let them be a reason. I could have thrown in the towel for sure. Trust me, I wanted to. But I did my push-up and planks around her and sang songs and danced while doing my cardio and gave her kisses. My workouts are non-negotiable. What about you? Okay? She had 95 people like that at the time. But it's just a picture of her doing the Timer Cam app, free Timer Cam app, doing a push-up. And you can tell she just worked out. And then she put, it does not need to be pretty or perfect. It just needs to get done. All right. I saw that one. I was like, oh, she's a pretty cool chick. Wow. Okay. Then another thing came up. This one. Okay, it's Anita taking a picture with a huge iPad. So, I mean, like, that was a long time ago. Look at that. And she's just saying, you know, she catches her progress and she had to look in the mirror. It won't happen overnight. It's not a life. It's not it's not, this is a fit life, not a fit transformation. So she isn't talking about Beachbody like right there. She's not saying this is a Beachbody program. She's just showing how she was 200 pounds and now that she's, you know, now here she is. And that's just her sharing her life, right? So that's that. Then let's see. Then she posted this. My anti-Halloween candy almond joy Shakeology. Look at that picture. That's hilarious. Look at the coconut on the side. But I saw this and I was like, well, it looks scary. It does look scary, but it looks really good. What's the Shakeology stuff, right? All right. So that's her sharing that part of the journey. Then she shared a food picture. Oh, there's her food. Bacon and eggs. I mean, you know, Anita's posts have gotten a lot more, packed with photo, lighting and all sorts of things. But that was just a simple post about what she ate that day in her clean eating journey. Not exciting, but it caught my attention. I was like, well, that's okay. She's showing her food. I like this girl. She's kind of neat. I'm going to follow her some more. All right. Then this kind of stuff started popping up. An opportunity. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I was a stay-at-home mom. I have a daughter and a loving husband. She talks about that she gained weight and she was sacrificed to stay home. They were living paycheck to paycheck. Now she's in the best shape of her life and paying down her loans. Come and find out why I love coaching. It's just a picture of her and Eric and Scarlett. Beachbody coaches. Beachbody changed our world. I mean, simple, right? So simple. But I was like, and then I started getting event invitations from Anita, like every week without fail for like 7 months. She would send me an invitation to a webinar to listen, and it was phone. We didn't do Zoom calls. It was a phone webinar, and I listened to 3 of them without even letting her know. Just went and listened. So then this one came up. If not now, when? It's another exercise. And I was sitting on the couch looking at Facebook. Here she's working out. It says, really ask yourself, why not now? What's stopping you from making a commitment? Again, she's, people are now watching her. I'm watching her as somebody who I'm thinking about changing my lifestyle because of this young woman here. So that post came up. This is all in 2013. All right, then a few more here. Then this came up. I started out as a coach 16 months ago and didn't start working my business until 11 months ago. My business did some amazing things. I'm 46 out of 130,000 coaches. Now we have 200,000 more than that now, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But anyway, I was like, well, she's building a team. I didn't even know what's that about. Had no idea. Still didn't know. All right. Then this came up. This girl, Shelly Hobbs. Now, Shelly is now a 6-star diamond. This is in February of 2014. I hadn't joined Beachbody yet. She made $1,000 and shared it on social media and tagged Anita. And she is still in the business and now very successful. So I saw that and I was like, you can make money doing fitness at home? Okay, so I was intrigued. Then this one came up. The 7-day Hot Mama Trim Down. It's her clean eating group, right? And this is when I was like, I started to like go, maybe I need some accountability. Maybe I had been working out, but I had stopped. When Silas came, I had just stopped. And I was like, maybe I should be a part of that thing there. And I think I even liked this one. I didn't screenshot that. I was like, because I'm like liking things now, right? And so that's crazy. All right. Now, here is one more thing. This young lady, Bree Holland, gets on there. And I still wasn't in, and she made a commission. I like that she's this another young woman. Bree's another successful coach that's still coaching, still doing this. And I was like, well, there's something else. Now remember, these are all things that were exciting to me that I was really like. Now this girl, Wendy Winkle, is still in, and she's a very successful coach still today. And I was like, well, this girl's running a race. She's a fitness person. So this is all sorts of people that are involved in this business. All right. Here is what finally drew me in, you guys. This was it, and I'll show you. I couldn't take it anymore. This came up, and I didn't really even know what T25 was, right? And there's Anita. This is the picture she put up, and she's $70 off Focus T25 Shakeology this week only. Come on, May 5th we start, right? So I was like, well, okay, enough already. I've listened to these webinars. I don't know what's going on, but I need to know. And here is what I wanted to show you here. Oh, that's not it. I'm sorry. Darn it, I hope I can find it. Oh, I hope I can find it. Sorry, I didn't save this one. Oh, Mona Reffett Brown. I'm interested, Anita. April 21st, Anita Meyer. Mona Reffett Brown, I'm PMing you now. I mean, when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. There we are. And I'm like, I've got to know if this is still available. And so she did. She PM'd me that night. We had about a 2-week conversation. And that is so cool, you guys, because that just goes to show you that is the progression. I'm going to stop share for just a second. I'm going to come back. That is the progression of this business. But the reason why I was so intrigued by her literally, I didn't show you all the posts, obviously, but that an 8-month time frame, I would say. And the reason why is because she never failed to post. That woman posted at 8, at 11, at 3, and at 8 o'clock at night, and maybe at 5 o'clock. I mean, she always had something going, and so she was popping up, and I saw it. And it was because of that. It was because of her consistency that finally I said, yes, I'm in. And she's like, let's do it. So my point is that not that I'm some super coach, not that I'm doing something that other people aren't doing, but I'm pretty successful today, a year and a half later, because I duplicated what she did. As soon as I became a coach, I looked back on what I knew Anita had done to draw me in, and I just kind of started doing what she did. Now, I didn't necessarily copy her post, but I pretty much duplicated it for me, and it worked because it's consistency. It isn't, and you saw her pictures are different now. If you follow Anita, you see that the lighting is better on her pictures, and they're a little bit more intricate, and the posting is maybe more thought out or whatever. But it didn't matter then. I didn't know any better. I didn't know if a post was whatever. I just knew I liked her, and I knew I saw her doing the things that she said she was doing. And so when it came time for me to get a workout program like T25 Challenge Pack, which was $180, so I used my birthday money. It was my birthday. My birthday's April 9th. And when it came time for that, I had no qualms because I knew I was ready because I had seen her for so long doing this. And I was like, and she shared the challenge pack information, shared about Shakeology, and she gave me some numbers, and I added them all up. And I was like, so it's $450? I said, it's $450 to buy a challenge pack. And she's like, no, it's only $180. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was totally prepared to spend $450. I was that drawn to what was happening. But it wasn't. It was only $180. So she was like, girl, no, only $180. So my point is this, guys. We got to be consistent with posting. It doesn't have to be a big post. I'm going to go right back to screen share real quick, and then we'll be done in a second. And I want to share you a few more posts here. Here's a post that she did. It's a food post. So it's her eating. It's her eating. It's a picture of her with arrows pointing. Okay, sorry. There's a picture of her eating steel cut oats with strawberries and egg whites. Okay, and a post about why she's eating that way. So she's going to kick off her week and her day, and many people ask me, why should I eat breakfast? Well, you can have my daily, I have my daily go-to, and that's her daily go-to. So it's not like that's a big earth-shattering post, but it's her posting. Another one, which I thought was hilarious because it's so funny. Anita posted a picture of Mrs. Dash. Have you guys ever given this a try? Mrs. Dash seasoning. And she talks about the ingredients. I mean, that is great that she posted something, even though it's Mrs. Dash, which I don't know that she may post something like that now, but I mean, it just shows that she's just posting. And then she did a clean taco. Whoops, a clean taco plate. Let me see if I can find it. I think there it is. Clean, low sodium turkey tacos. And then she put her anitagetfit.com down there. She had a blog. So anyway. And then we'll do this. Here is my first post. This is what I did. So this is my very first post ever. There was Silas, little teeny baby, sitting on my challenge pack at the front door. And I said, let's do this. Silas is in. Leo, I tagged my husband, and I tagged Anita. And that was that, right? So that's my first kickoff post, and I had 12 comments of people that were like, what are you doing? What's up? And I hadn't even posted, I'm starting as a Beachbody coach. Here's my journey, join me on this journey post. I just was so excited and took a picture with Silas on top and tagged Anita. That was my very first post. So, my point again is just that you guys all have the ability. Every one of you, there's nothing holding you back, no difference between Anita now and you guys. It's just consistency and effort over time. But you have to do it, because what happens is if people don't see you in your post, if they don't see you on their feed, that affinity Facebook has for how many people like your post, and people that share your posts every now and then, and people that comment on your post, you're not going to get in many people's feeds. And unfortunately, that's just how Facebook works right now. So not the more, you don't want to post 50 times a day, just 4 times a day, very simply. And it doesn't have to be earth shattering. And we can talk about post later. I'm not going to sit here and talk about post with you guys. You can do that in our Coach Basics group. But really, it's just consistency. You guys got to do it. If you want to be if you want to be somewhere with your business in 6 months, 3 months, a year, you got to work on your consistency with posting. And what happens over time is it gets watered down. The information gets watered down. So when we're building teams, then what happens is if your coaches will do what you do. And, and if you're not posting, then your coaches are going to think that it's okay not to post maybe once or twice a day or 3 times a day, and that happens, and then it's watered down, and then you've got you got this group and that are not strong, and we want to be strong because we want to attract people. You want to attract people to your business because this business rocks. It has everything. This business has the plan, it has the team, it has the training, and it has the products. And I researched it, and I can't say that about any other businesses that I looked into, and one that has the passion and and just the integrity that Beachbody does. So this week, I really want you guys to concentrate on your postings and making them, count when you do it. And that's going to be super important because people will be drawn to you, and they'll start reaching out to you for help with their journeys. I had 2 people today email me saying, what's Beachbody? We were going to hire a fitness coach, but this looks pretty good. And I'm like, oh, I'm not a fitness coach, but I can show you what to do if it interests you. So that'll start to happen to you guys too, over time. All right. So work on your postings this week very clearly, 4 times a day at very consistent times. If you need to schedule your posts because you work, you can use a product called Hootsuite. It is free. And your upline coach or I, whoever you want to reach out to, your upline sponsor coach or me or any of us, we have a team page that you're a part of. Ask questions and we'll answer them. Okay, guys? And we'll talk more about how Facebook works later, but the more you can post on your own without scheduling, the better, because you get seen better because you're not a robot. But it's better to get your post up no matter what. And then comment on your post to people, talk to them, tag people back, tag their name and then talk to them, because it's social media. That's what people expect, and that's what Facebook expects. So it's a pretty cool biz when you can work talking to people about their journeys and your own. All right. Well, that's really what I wanted to cover tonight. I really just wanted to show you why I was so attracted to Anita, and it's because of her consistency. And her posts weren't earth-shattering. They were just there. And I did want to follow her because I thought she was cool, and I liked what she was doing, and I needed a change too. And I was looking for something to do at home. All right. Well, let's see. We're going to wrap it up because we're right at 8:30, a little bit after. One more thing I want to say as you're building your teams, and this is going to be new for some of you, if you're building your teams right now and you're not a diamond coach yet and you're working for Emerald, which is great. You want to work for Emerald because Emerald, you'll receive leads, free leads from Beachbody, and you'll also start to participate in your team bonus cycles, okay? So that's important for you to be at Emerald. It's 2 coaches. It can be a person that wants a discount, or it can be a person that wants to work the business. But until you become a diamond coach, I want you guys to really think about alternating your legs. Put your preference in the back office on set your preference for alternating legs. If you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to be out of whack. And I don't want to get too much into that with you guys. Again, this isn't a training. This is just a little team call. But I want you to just alternate your legs. That's what I did. I did that for 8 months. And then when my coaches started working, and I had coaches that were wanting to work, it was not long after that before Diamond started to grow. And because I was very even on both of my legs, it was a good fit. The first time I had 2 diamonds on one leg, but that worked out, and then I started growing. So really do even legs. Set your preference to alternate back and forth, and your sponsor coach can help you with that, or I can do a little training video and post it on our page. Okay? Does that make sense? I'm going to unmute you guys real quick so that you can ask any questions if you want. I know that you probably are needing to go, and that's totally cool. Sorry. My sinuses. Anybody have any questions while we're here, and we can answer them? If not, we can always post them up on our team page.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
For me, as far as the alternating coaches on each leg, for me, on my left leg, I have my mom, who will be there until forever. She loves me. But so she's on my left, being the coach on my left that helps keep my Emerald, and my husband's on my right. Well, I'm so off balance that at this point, I'm not alternating where I put my coaches. I'm just setting to put everybody down my right, because I have no volume on my right. Okay. And with volume on my right, me becoming diamond does nothing for me, because then I have no volume on my right to actually get the cycle bonuses.
Okay.
For somebody in my similar position, it may make more sense for them to just build down their right until they can get volume to be able, and then maybe, start to put coaches on your left to become diamond, because if you don't have that volume on your right, it doesn't make sense to
I hear what you're saying. I might do a 2-1 or a 3-1 though. I would still continue to put some on your left leg. I understand what you're saying. But you do, when you get to the point where you are going to grow your team though, you want you want it to be somewhat even, or you might have 5 diamonds. This has happened to Shelly Hobbs, who is now a 6-star qualifying diamond coach, and she did that. And she had 5 or 6 diamonds on her. I mean, I'm serious. No, 4 diamonds on one leg because she did that, and it was a bummer for her because it just, and I don't want to get too much into volume on this call, but I understand what you're saying. I might do a 3-1, a 3-1 though. I'd still put someone on the other side. So when you do become a diamond, you will have a diamond. You'll be even because you might have all your diamonds on that one leg. They all might decide to work. So it's just a suggestion, and I understand what you're saying because I can hear your numbers person, and that's perfect. But you definitely want to teach your coaches to alternate. They might be in a different situation, but I would consider a 3-1 since you're a pretty great recruiter. And if you're going to be a good recruiter, you might as well just put 1 or 2 on that side just to kind of keep it even. Do you know what I mean? It's just a thought, just so when you do go diamond, you're not going to be weighed on one side.
Yeah, and I may do it to where, because I have a pretty good idea of the people who I sign up as coaches that are actually going to work the business versus not work the business. Right.
Well, let's get them, Jessica, let's get them into that Coach Basics class, okay? Because that's going to rock, because you want to help your people become emeralds, because that's really going to help them, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sounds good. You guys know what you're doing. It's just, I just saw it happen to a couple coaches where they were really had a lot of diamonds and they couldn't do anything because you have to have even diamonds. You have to have 1, 1, 1, 1, one on one and one on the other.
Well, when it gets up there, I don't know what's going on.
You'll do it. All right. Okay, so we have people, and so we have phones and we have people. So we're going to smile. So Megan, you put your head up. You're down in the cube. Okay, if you have a face, I want to see it. There you go. Whose face? Somebody gonna come in? Someone popping in? Angel?
I'm trying.
Okay. All right. If not, I will take a picture of you right like that. I don't know. It's not popping up. All right. I gotta love you. Look at you, cute girl. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, good job, you guys. All right, well, I hope that was helpful just to show you a little bit about what consistency can do and who it can draw in to your business. And
Mona, I had a question.
Oh, no, sweetheart, yes.
Oh.
No.
Oh, yes. As a new coach, I didn't know if it was normal for when you first started to kind of be slow, start at first, but kind of when you start getting your information out there, you don't really hear responses in some time. Is that normal?
Of course, it's kind of what I'm talking about. All of a sudden here you are, you're saying I'm become a Beachbody coach. Have you made your announcement yet?
Yes, I've done a few groups that I've joined, that I've been a part of, and then I've sent some information to a coworker of mine and one of my cousins, and I've just started to kind of get it out there.
Getting it out. Well,
and I've also posted on my own page, Facebook page too. So
you'll work with Katie, right? Is Katie your coach? You'll work with Katie on making your
I work with Alyssa. Alyssa's my upline sponsor, and then Katie's a diamond. So,
okay, gotcha.
So yeah,
that's exciting. No, yeah, you're gonna craft your Beachbody announcement, and you're gonna post that on your personal Facebook page.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get a lot of response from that, and then this is just posting on your social media. You'll get used to doing that, Veronica, and you will learn how. And it'll take time, and it will be a little slow, but you'll probably get 3 or 4 challengers out of your initial introduction. Okay. All right? So Facebook's where it's at a lot of times, mostly.
Okay.
Except my friend Laura here, she's been working some Instagram and getting some interest there. So
cool.
She's got a coach that is possible from Instagram. So you got work one thing really well and then do one more.
Sure.
Book and then one more. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for popping on. I know it's a sacrifice. Bye, Jessica. You guys have a great night. And we will see you in the team page. Check in daily in our team page, okay, guys? And We will rock this out September. Yeah. All right.
See ya.
Bye. Love ya. Ending the meeting. I love ya.